Today is Good Friday. It's a very special day in the day of the church, in the life of the church. It's really a very sad day, and I want to warn you ahead of time that in our Bible story today, the beginning of the story is very sad. But the good news is that the end of the story is very, very happy. This is a Bible. I used it the other day. It may have a different picture than the one you have at your house, but still the stories that are inside are true. So today we're going to have the story of Good Friday, which is today, followed up by Easter, which is in 2 days, and that's the happy part of the story. So let's start with Jesus is arrested and crucified. If you remember last time we heard this story, Jesus had washed the feet of his disciples and showed them how to love each other. He had also served them communion to say, every time you have communion, you can think of me whenever you have it. So now Jesus went to his favorite garden to pray. The disciples, who were his friends, went along. Jesus prayed, "Father, I don't want to suffer the pain of the cross, but your will is more important, and I'm ready to give my life." The leaders sent some soldiers to take Jesus away, even though he didn't do anything wrong. Peter wanted to protect Jesus, but Jesus said, "No, I must allow this to happen." All the disciples ran away, and the soldiers arrested Jesus. The soldiers took Jesus to the leaders. They said, "You say that you are the Son of God. We do not believe you." Well, they were wrong because he really was. The soldiers took charge of Jesus. They made him carry a big wooden cross. They made him carry it to a place called Golgotha. There, they nailed Jesus to the cross. This is the very sad part. Jesus died on that cross. Everyone who loved Jesus was very sad, but they forgot something important. Jesus had said he would see them again. After Jesus died, some of his friends laid his body in a big tomb. This is what a tomb looked like back in Jesus' time. We don't have things like this now, but that's the way it was back then. They sealed it shut with a large round stone, and soldiers guarded the tomb. 3 days later, which is Easter, the earth shook. An angel of the Lord came down from heaven and pushed the stone away from the tomb. Some women were walking to the tomb. They were crying because they were so sad. They knew Jesus had died. When they saw the angel, he said, "Do not be afraid. Jesus is not here. He has risen." When the women saw Jesus, they fell to their knees to worship him. Jesus smiled and said, "Go tell the others that I will see them in Galilee," which is the name of one of the cities there, or towns there. The women ran to tell the disciples the good news. This is the good news of Easter. Jesus is risen, and he was risen, and he went to heaven with God. So that is the wonderful news of Easter.